gets ready to get this one started. And off we go on EA Sports. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Out of the gun is Minshew. And oh, right away, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And this is going to be back-to-back tackles for a loss here as the Falcons defense yet again drops him behind the line. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. They'll run it with Kamara. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Kamara trying again. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Touchdown.
Punching it in from a yard away. And the Saints have taken the early lead.
Will Lutz lining up for the point.
They were able to stop him at the line on first down, but this time he punches his way through.
And sometimes just because you're stopped on the first run, it doesn't mean the play call was bad or incorrect. You might just need better execution and just a tad more determination. And they got it done on the 2nd try.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Complete to Hunter Renfrow. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. And now he'll tuck it and run. Good work by Minshew there to pick up the first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Throwing on first down is Minshew. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Here's Minshew. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was third and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Minshew, 1st and 10. That's complete to his running back, Connor. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
A nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They're going to look to throw. He'll find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
It's not often that you'll find offensive and defensive guys that'll agree on much, but one place they find common ground, you've got to protect or attack the middle of the field. And no one was there. What a big play, moving it downfield.
And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down.
You have to figure with this offense on 2nd and inches, they're in ideal shape, but then they end up getting an incompletion, a run stuffed on 3rd and inches, and you look around and say, how did it become fourth down?
The score.
So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
The 31-yard line.
On the ball.
Throwing again on second down. Minshew, screen pass to Connor. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
10. Falcons, nothing.
That last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on third.
Check 55, come on. Hey, two on the ball. Ready?
Minshew sets to throw. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10.
44-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field. And
now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Watch the safety creep. Alert 3, alert 3. Hey, lock it.
The drive will start with Connor. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on the play.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
He may try and run for this. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a 4th down.
4th and 1.
Here's Brett Kern now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. Anxious moments there on the fake, but they do get just enough to pick up the first down. Looking to throw it. Minshew. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 7 yards to pick up there. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
To throw again on 2nd down. Minshew. That'll be complete to Dobbins. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 25 yards there on the catch and run. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Check, 55, watch the slant, watch the slant. Check, go on. Check, lucky.
On 1st and 10 is Counter. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
On the carry.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Go now. 15, 15-9. Hey, exit. Here we go again. Mark 55. Here we go. 2.
They'll go play action here with Minshew. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Cameron Jordan able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brings up 3rd down.
Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Now Minshew. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
For the field goal, a 39-yard attempt.
Rosas' kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. Well, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Sliding out of the pocket. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Finding room at the 30. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. That one, a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
A gain of 20.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there, because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The keeper there turning into a big play of 23 yards, and it moves the sticks. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Now it's Kamara in the passing game, and he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Second and 2 at the Falcons' 22-yard line.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Deontay Harris.
A 20-yard touchdown. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone.
Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Stredler's pass.
Michael Thomas, 55 yards. And the Saints add on to their lead.
Point after.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1-minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock, give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Jenkins on the coverage.
Hey, Orbit. Mark 55. Mark 55. I got one. Mark 5.
Off play action, it's Minshew. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Here's Brett Kern now. On presumably to punt, though he did complete a pass earlier. 35 yards that time on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
40-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust. Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now Kamara. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking here for Smith downfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT.
The 1st down pass. Intercepted. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 6-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
At their own 8-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does. You always think about picking up the 1st down, but in this case, they were thinking about something bigger. They were thinking about the home run shot and took it downfield. Unable to connect, but admire the effort.
They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And not a great punt here. Out of bounds in the air. They're going to say this one doesn't even get to the 40.
The 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Connor, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Again, a run with Connor. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Gain of 3 brings up 3rd and 8.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. 4th down after the New Orleans defense holds serve.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts. Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They run it again with Kamara. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
At the 9-yard line.
Back to the ground, it's Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
New Orleans.
Alvin Kamara. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Makes the score Saints 31, Falcons 6. Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taken about 7 yards deep.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Man open. That's Calvin Ridley. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. On the run is Connor. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Minshew. Setting up the screen here to Edwards. A good pickup there on 1st as the screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On 2nd down now, it's Connor. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. Defensively, you've got the nice lead here in the 4th quarter. You're saying, if they want to get a run of a little over 10 yards, that's okay.
I hear what you're doing there, and I think you're onto something. They've loosened up on defense. So don't get fooled by the nice runs you're getting now. You've got to get bigger plays, possibly think about throwing the football a bit more here. Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd.
Recon, 132 fighter.
He'll look to throw. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Cameron Jordan able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons get a bit closer.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it works very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
The Saints hands team able to rein this one in. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
2nd and 10.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. Past the 20. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The big gainer there on the catch and run. 37 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
He may try and run for this. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the 1st down. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Taken from about the 12. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1, because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, helped it.
Minshew going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off at about the 31, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them.
trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A good pickup there, 26 yards. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Kamara. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Second and goal at the 4-yard line.
From back at the 4, here's second and goal. Again, it's Kamara. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
41, Falcons 13. Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Cameron Jordan, a milestone sack for him as it moves him past Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor, who finished his career with 132 and a half. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Cameron Jordan able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Third down.
Go!
So 3rd and long, here's Minshew. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. Minshew going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Wait a second, they declined the penalty?
I'm as puzzled as you are, partner. I don't understand how anytime you lose possession of the ball, yet you turn down a penalty that would give you possession back. Now let's make this simple. Anyone who plays the game, take